Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Transmutation Master DxD by Benedict Phorr Chapter 6. In the bustling streets of the town Kuo, there was a certain teenager walking with a relaxed gait and a very refreshed expression. That teenager is one Nagumo Hajime, or his body at least. Alter-san, when are you going to give my body back? The one currently operating the body was none other than Nagumo Hajime, from an alternate reality, while Hajime of this world was in spirit form at the back of the mind. Come on, let me have some fun. It's really annoying being a spirit and not doing anything. Don't worry, I'll give it back. Eventually. That doesn't treasure me very much. Just yesterday, Hajime gave control of his body to Alter to save a new member of the peerage. As it turns out, Alter still has to relinquish control to this moment. And why did you skip school? Even if Tu-san and Ka-san are lax most of the time, even the won't tolerate skipping classes. It may be hard to believe, but Hajime has never missed school, has never been late for that matter. He always gets there at the last minute, but never late, just in time. The chances of him sleeping in are practically zero because he never sleeps at night. That's what school is for. His habit of pulling all-nighters became even worse after reincarnation. Now, having a constitution of a devil and various enchantments he received thanks to metamorphosis, his need to sleep fell even lower. On the side note, Hajime hasn't slept even once after his turning. We are getting off topic here. In my world, I've already graduated from university. Like hell, I'm going to school again. Just tell them you were on some supernatural mission. I don't like lying. Another side note. Hajime told his parents about everything that happened to him. As he himself said, Hajime doesn't like lying, especially to his parents. You know what? That's a good mindset. The hell will freeze over the day Nagumo Hajime lies. Don't change that. Considering who the current Leviathan is, I might as well be the biggest liar there is. Details. Alter aptly ignored everything Hajime had to say afterwards and continued on his merry way. Throughout the day, Alter visited many stores, mostly jewelry shops, and spent a lot. All in all, he thoroughly enjoyed himself. You're spending a lot of my money, Hajime complained at some point. I helped you make it, so I have some rights to it, no? A fair point. Besides, it's not like we'll run out of it anytime soon. Nagumo Hajime is loaded with creation magic. He can create almost anything inorganic from scratch, and there are tons of people willing to pay a fortune for a shiny rock. With the help of a transmutation master like Alter, Hajime can make some of the highest quality of shiny rocks. Another fair point. Like so, Alter continued to roam the town, buying all kinds of snacks along the way. But as the fate wills it, Alter encountered a problem. No, that's not the right word. A negligible inconvenience on the way. Look where you're going, bastard. He bumped into some thug. Now, if it was Alter from his isekai time, he would promptly end this guy's life. As a man, for yelling at him. But that time is long past. Alter is a virtuous and exemplary Japanese person. He will handle this like a civilized person he is. My bad, he said with a saintly smile while dusting the place he bumped into. Huh. You think that will suffice? You ruined my clothes. How will you compensate? The thug shouted again. Now, don't get so worked up. We can talk this out like a civilized people we are. Alter still had the same bright and refreshing smile on his face. He is a virtuous and exemplary Japanese person after all. Talk to my fist if you like. Alter is a virtuous and exemplary Japanese person. His innocent didn't change one bit as the thug cocked his arm back to throw a punch. Alter's expression still remained unchanged as the thug suddenly fell back with the white of his eyes showing. The surrounding people, who expected Alter to receive a severe beating, looked in disbelief. After all, they just saw a guy lose consciousness out of nowhere. What they didn't see was super fast and precise uppercut Alter threw that knocked the guy out cold. You're going to sleep there? I'll be taking my leave then. This was an interesting experience. Alter continued walking with a certain destination in mind, the refreshed smile still plastered on his face. After wandering for a while, Alter finally found the place. As expected, it is in this world too, Alter said in a somewhat nostalgic tone. The place he arrived at was a Western-styled family restaurant called Wisteria. This place, never have been here. Heard it's pretty famous. I could tell you the way if you wanted to come here. Wanted to explore the town on my own for a bit. This restaurant has a counterpart in Alter's world too. He frequents it quite a lot for a relaxing time. In fact, he is a regular there. Also, this restaurant is owned by Sonobe-san's parents, right? Alter didn't say anything and just entered the building. The atmosphere here is nice, Hajime noted. Alter quickly found his way to a nice seat. Hey there, Nagumo, and soon after, a waitress came to him. Hello there. Sonobe. The waitress in question was Hajime's classmate, Sonobe Yuka. She raised her eyebrows a bit. It was the first time Hajime called her without honorifics, though she didn't give it further thought. Your order, the usual. It's your first time here. Yes, that's the case, isn't it? Yuka's face screamed confusion. Hajime was acting really weird. Him missing a school was already strange. The unchanging smile on his face was different from the usual wry one. Well, no matter, she's working right now. I'll have a cup of black coffee then. Not black coffee. Order something sweeter. Alter ignored the voice in his head. Coming right up, like that. Yuka left. Alter was very comfortable here, it was impossible not to notice. You know, it's strange seeing you like this. Is that so? I'm assuming you've been here before? In another world, I mean. I'm a regular. This seat right here is reserved specifically for me. It's a good place to relax and let the stress melt away. Sounds good. Maybe I'll come here myself in the future. Enjoy your coffee. While they were talking, Yuka brought the order. Offering simple words of gratitude, Alter took a sip. It's as good as I remember. Good for you. Now then, I have several questions. Ask away. Hajime took a spiritual breath and said. What did you do to the evil piece from yesterday? Alter calmly put down the cup, made it stronger, of course, just increased the value from 1 to 2. His voice betrayed no emotion. I may not be as skilled as you, but I think I'm good enough to notice you tampering the piece. Alter was silent for a few seconds, then with an exasperated sigh he opened his mouth. Nothing much, just interested what kind of sacred gear he has, ya know. To see if it's worth researching. And some alterations for tracking, but Alter didn't say that out loud. Now it was Hajime's time to be silent. Kiba also has a sacred gear. You never tried to study that one. Ah, that thing. Unfortunately, the sword birth is a useless piece of trash to me. I can make swords stronger than that from dirt. Very harsh, not untrue though. Alter has already made some seriously broken swords in his world. He doesn't use them. His swordswoman wife only uses katana. He just made them for the heck of it in romance. Sword welding robots are cool, that they are. Alter spent some time in a restaurant and had a meal that could have fed a dozen people. Yuka's face as he played the bill was priceless. Man, that was a fine meal. Of course it was. You're not the one who has to deal with the aftermath. In the past, Hajime would never be able to eat that much, but thanks to iron stomach skill such feats are trivial now. As Alter continued, Hajime noticed that they were not going home. Aren't you bored already? Just go home, please, there's one more business to take care of. Alter said as he went to a less crowded area. A business? Hajime was skillfully ignored by Alter yet again. Once at a secluded place, Alter put strength in his legs and swiftly darted to park. His presence was concluded, so nobody minded him. Soon Alter arrived at his destination, the same place Issei was murdered in cold blood. There's a barrier here, Hajime observed. Why did you come here? Instead of answering, Alter simply pointed to the forest. There is. Hajime squinted his spiritual eyes to see better, his sensory organ not functioning very effectively in his current state. Issei being chased by a middle-aged man. Hajime gave himself a few seconds to digest this information. Isn't this bad? Who knows, it certainly doesn't seem too good for him, I'll tell you that. As Alter was saying that, he materialized Donner Light from Treasure Warehouse. He easily intercepted the light spear that was about to skewer Issei. Hajime couldn't see it as his perceptive abilities were greatly limited in spirit form, but Alter was thoroughly enjoying the confused faces both Issei and the man were making. Let's crash the party, shall we? With a great leap powered by ground shrink and aerodynamic, Alter instantly appeared between a freshly minted devil and a fallen geezer. Hello there, dear mongrel. What business would you have with my Kahai? Alter said in mock politeness, which greatly irritated the fallen. He did not show any of that on his face though. Another stray, huh? No matter, I'll kill you both. Hearing that, Alter raised his index finger and waved it sideways as if scolding a troublesome student. Now, don't need to be so tense, we can talk this out like a civilized people we are. Before Alter could finish his monologue, a light spear was thrown right to his face. Of course, it was safely swatted away thanks to the derivative skill of magical power conversion. Shock conversion. As the name suggests, this skill simply converts magical power into a purely physical force, releasing it as a shockwave. Alter was unharmed, but this fallen geezer's status was quickly changing from neutral to enemy. There's only one fate awaiting enemies. I'll say this once, I am virtuous and exemplary Japanese person, scram and you may live. The smile on Alter's face was strained at best as fate would will it. The geezer didn't heed his advice. Instead, he threw another light spear, with more force this time. Before the spear could even be swatted away, it disappeared like it never even existed in the first place. Thud. In turn, the geezer fell on his back with a hole between his eyes. How uncivilized, Alter muttered. As much as he didn't want to do it, he couldn't just leave corpse out here. Alter took out one of the jewels he bought today, the lesser one, and easily transmuted into a mini treasure warehouse. It had rather limited space, but that would suffice. For now, he stored the corpse in it and promptly crushed it in his fingers, forever destroying the remains. As for the blood spilled on the ground, he just transmuted the ground and sank it underground. Did you actually believed he would listen? Hajime asked with an indescribable tone. He knew Alter was incredibly skilled with guns, but this was something else. Was worth a try. Having said that, Alter turned to Issei, who was so shocked and scared he couldn't even speak. As for you, Alter started approaching him. Did Gremory explain things yet? All he got was a shocked and scared face, but with a hint of confusion thrown into the mix. She didn't, I see. Oh well. Alter pulled out a 5-yen coin attached to a string and dangled it in front of Issei. Nobody was killed here. You were attacked by some geezer. I happened to be passing by. We had a peaceful and civilized discussion and he left. Your questions will be answered soon enough. Till then, don't think about that 5-yen coin. As you have guessed, it is a hypnosis artifact dubbed the Pride of Villager. Alter mad it with a spare change earlier today. Issei, now with calmer albeit dazed face, nodded absent-mindedly. Now go home, boy. Issei did as told and went on his way as if nothing has happened. You are a scary guy, have I told you that? Alter remained silent in contemplation. We aren't that different, you and me. All you need is a push and you two will divide the world in two, enemies and everything else, though I guess there's also a family there now. So, a family, enemies and everything else. Isn't that same for everyone? It sounds less cool when you say it like that. It sounded pretty edgy, not gonna lie. God, ouch, damn you. This damned devil body. Quote. It's already damned, you know. I am a devil after all. Quote. 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 If we somehow, someday, meet face to face, I'll really break your kneecaps. You're angry because I'm telling the truth. I'm not angry, you know. Likes of the Demon King sightseeing in Kuo Kame.